This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
Second graders from Midway Elementary in Moses Lake took a tour of the Grant County Historical Museum on Friday. 3 people, including a child, fell from a Ferris wheel ride in Port Townsend on Thursday. More than 200 students in a California school district are sick in a norovirus outbreak.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
Second graders from Midway Elementary in Moses Lake went back in time on Friday with a visit to the Grant County Historical Museum. A quick bus ride north Friday morning to the museum on Basin Street Northwest took students back to the 18 and 1900s. From the general store to a blacksmith shop, saloon, and even the old schoolhouse, students learned how the settlers of Grant County lived. Each building offered a different experience, including the schoolhouse, which offered a glimpse of what daily life was like for students back in the 1800s, which was a bit of a surprise for Friday's visitors, as they were explained why students had to wear dunce caps. The Grant County Historical Museum holds its annual Living Museum on Saturday, June 10th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., complete with blacksmith demonstrations, old-fashioned fountain drinks and lemonade, and the always popular mock bank robbery and shootout performed by the Grant County Sheriff's Posse. The Midway Elementary class followed the museum tour with a tour of the Grant County Courthouse, including a visit with Judge David Estudillo, who explained what happens in the courtroom, and a visit with Grant County Sheriff Tom Jones and Chief Deputy Ken Jones, who walked the kids through the sheriff's office and showed off a police SUV and motorcycle. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
Chopper 7 showed Airlift Northwest leaving Port Townsend with an injured 59-year-old woman. We saw her arrive at Harborview strapped tightly on a stretcher. She had been in this Ferris wheel tub. Firefighters told us the door of that unit had not opened. The whole tub tipped over before she fell about 30 feet. The Ferris wheel is operated by Funtastic, based in Portland. I got a hold of the company's president by phone.
It's not what we do. It's not what we're in business for. This is a terrible, terrible thing.
Ronald Burback says Funtastic has been in business since the 1950s and hosts annual safety seminars attended by amusement ride operators from around the country. He said this is the first time an accident like this has happened under their watch.
This is about as bad as it gets in the amusement ride business. We would never want this to happen to anybody.
He says right now he will wait for police to allow the company to look at the machine. With an inspector arriving at 8 in the morning, Burback expects to find out more tomorrow. Until then, he's hearing what happened from his staff on the ground and seeing pictures like this.
We don't think it's an equipment failure at this time.
What makes you think that?
Because of the way that the tub flipped.
The fire department told us they did inspect these rides before the festival. The Washington Department of Labor and Industries says while all rides are inspected, that's not a guarantee against accidents.
San Jose workers scrubbing down classrooms just as quickly as they can in an effort to sterilize Hacienda Elementary School. Dozens of students have gotten sick here in the last 2 weeks. That means spraying a bleach solution on just about everything in sight.
So cafeterias, play structures, bathrooms, anywhere where kids are going to be congregating. We're doing handrails, we're doing, doorknobs, going the extra mile just to make sure that we're covering all of our bases.
Countywide, more than 245 students have caught a bad stomach flu, possibly norovirus. 13 county schools are affected, including 10 schools in the San Jose Unified District. Both public and private schools are affected.
So we're at St. Chris in Willow Glen, and about 2 weeks ago there were a couple of incidences where a teacher was sick and then several of the students had to leave school because of a virus. We're not sure what it was.
In fact, Holly Walsh's 12-year-old son Connor got that stomach bug and was sidelined for 2 days. At Hacienda, workers are sterilizing the school 2 times a day with the hope of killing off any bad germs.
But we're dealing with a pretty nasty stomach virus. It's keeping kids down for day or two with pretty bad vomiting and diarrhea.
Yeah, I absolutely think it's shocking. I mean, this day and age, and especially this time of year, who knows?
Weather Center. I'm Jeff Slicky taking a look at the basin's forecast. Clear skies and upper 60s for your Monday. partly cloudy skies and upper 50s for Tuesday. May see a little bit of rain in the afternoon Wednesday, upper 60s. Then we get back into the 70s Thursday, low 70s, near 80 for Friday and into the weekend. For iFIBER 1, I'm Jeff Slakey.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.